Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Today is a very, very exciting day. It's an exciting day, not just here in Annapolis, but this is an exciting day for the entire state of Maryland, because this is truly what leadership and power and vision and courage looks like on display and how it benefits everybody. We also know that today is a culmination of literally months of planning, where last year I was excited to get out to Chicago and visit the headquarters of McDonald's. I had a chance to try things like the shrimp burger, which I've never tried before, which I'm still trying to figure out where I can get my hands on that in Maryland. But also one of the things we had the chance to do was to spend time with all the senior executives for McDonald's and talk a little bit about the story of Maryland, why we believe in it, why when we said this is going to be Maryland's decade, we meant it, and really get a chance to pitch our state. We talked about how in Maryland we are being intentional about economic growth here in the state of Maryland. We talked about how we are going to, and we are continuing to support our entrepreneurs, making sure that they get the capital that they need, making sure that we have an education system that's teaching our young people how not just to be employees, but how to be employers. Talked about how we're building new pathways in Maryland to work, wages, and wealth. And when we say wealth, it just simply means the ability to pass something off to your children besides debt. That we want to create partnerships. And we are so thankful that they were so receptive. And we're talking about what that could actually look like. About how in the state of Maryland we want to create these partnerships between the Maryland State House and every corner of our society. We made our pitch. They listened. And you can see the direct line between those conversations and us being here today. We're 10 months later. We are here to write the next chapter in the partnership between the state of Maryland and McDonald's. And I'm proud to announce that this year, McDonald's will be creating an additional 4,000 jobs in the state of Maryland. Now, this commitment is part of McDonald's work to mark the 10th anniversary of its founding of its flagship Archways to Opportunity program. Archways is helping McDonald's employees not just gain employment, but also to gain new skills that they are building during their employment. They're helping Marylanders earn their high school diploma. They're helping Marylanders get in place for an apprenticeship program. They're helping Marylanders learn a second language. Marylanders like Ernest, who you'll hear from a little bit later inside the program. They're helping Marylanders get through college and have provided over $3 million in tuition assistance in Maryland alone. And to date, over 1,000 Marylanders have already benefited from the Archway to Opportunity program. So today, we don't just celebrate the creation of 4,000 new jobs. We're here to celebrate the fulfillment of a promise. We're here to celebrate an opportunity for more Marylanders to get the skills that they need, not just for employment, but for life. To know that this is not just about a job or even just a career. It's about a journey, and it's about a legacy. And I want to thank our incredible partners inside of this work. Our fantastic Secretary of Labor, Portia Wu. The McDonald's owner-operators that are with us today, Imani Ford. Denitra Bell. Mary Navies. Who has such a beautiful spirit about her. The Prince George's Community College, our partners within the Maryland Chamber of Commerce. It's great to see you, Mary. Our Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and also all of the entrepreneurs, the members of the Moore Miller administration, the people who are working hard every single day to make sure that these partnerships are lasting and that these partnerships continue to grow. And everybody here who believes in Maryland's promise. It's a faith that's helped to drive the extraordinary achievements that we've seen just over these past few years. But it's also a realization that it's actually working, that we are seeing that Maryland's economy is growing. New business starts are up, that we are seeing how unemployment is at historic lows. Maryland has amongst the lowest unemployment rates in the entire country right now. More jobs have been created in the past 2.5 years than the previous administration got in 8. That the unemployment rate in Maryland is now around a full point lower than the national average. That this is a time we say that we can both be fiscally disciplined, turning a structural deficit into a surplus while also still making historic investments in public safety and education, making sure we're getting people into the workforce, but more importantly, ready to lead for decades ahead. And the beautiful thing about this moment is we're just getting started. And so I'm very proud of this team. I'm very proud of this state. I'm very thankful for McDonald's, and I'm thankful for the belief that we can and we will build a society where we leave no one behind. And so with that, I'm honored to turn the podium over to our tremendous Secretary of Labor, Secretary Portia Wu.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Governor. We're super excited to celebrate these milestones and mark these investments with McDonald's today. And two of the big things that we're talking about and that the governor touched upon, getting an education and getting work experience, both have a tremendous impact on people's lives. That includes helping people to complete their GED. It makes such a difference. High school graduates in Maryland make an average of over $6,000 more a year than people without a high school degree. And if you add an associate's or some college on top of that, that adds another $10,000 a year in earnings. So that shows how important these investments in education and supporting high school completion are. We also know that work is a critical experience for young people. It teaches responsibility, financial management, and instills a sense of purpose and pride. This summer, Maryland, working with our local partners, will be supporting over 10,000 young people in summer jobs. That's a tremendous effort. But we have over 400,000 young people across our state, 16 to 21, who would like to have that opportunity. And that's why private sector partners like McDonald's are so important to be able to make those dreams a reality. So these are numbers, but each of those numbers represents a person. And we're going to hear some very compelling stories today about the difference that McDonald's makes. Since we know so many people work for McDonald's, I have a short story to share. I had a classmate named Marie. Marie had her first job at McDonald's. She worked hard, she did a good job, and she rose to become a manager. She was from a working class family, and because of that job, she was able to support her 4 younger siblings to go to college. After that, she decided to go to college herself, and with the support of the company, was able to do that. She did so well, she kept going, and that's where I met her when she was one of my classmates at Yale Law School. Her whole path was made possible because of McDonald's and the investment and experience that she had there. There are thousands of Maries across the country and across our state. And so it's the investments like this and the partnership that we embrace today that is so important. And it's the leadership of the individual franchise leaders and the whole company that are so important. So with that, it's my pleasure to introduce a business leader who's dedicated to creating opportunity in our communities, a Baltimore native, and she oversees 8 McDonald's franchises in Prince George's County. Please welcome Ms. Mary Hopkins.
Wow, I'm overwhelmed. Just help me get through this, okay, guys? Good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for being here. Governor Moore and Secretary Wu, thank you for your time, your remarks, and your commitment to the Maryland's family business and the job opportunities that we create. We're here to work with you to achieve your goal of building a stronger and more equitable and inclusive economy through building a workforce strategy that immerses every person has a clear path to start their career. Family-owned and operated businesses is the story of many McDonald's. It's the story of mine. It's the story of Denitra Bell. It's the story of Imani. My name is Mary Hopkins Navies, and I'm a proud Prince Georgian. Yes, I was raised in Baltimore. And as I shared with the governor, it's something very magical for me in Baltimore. And I'm just pleased to see that we are working towards bringing it back to the Baltimore that I grew up in. But I live, work, and play in Prince George's County. Yes? It's likely that someone you know has worked at a McDonald's. In fact, 1 in every 8 Americans have worked at a McDonald's restaurant. A powerful stat that demonstrates the enormous impact of the Golden Arches has on America across the country. With more than 800,000 people working at McDonald's company-owned or franchise restaurants in the U.S. alone, the sheer size and reach give McDonald's owner-operators the opportunity to make a real impact. We are in our communities. We give to our communities. So we make a real impact within our communities. As a local small business owner, it's long been a priority of McDonald's franchises to equip restaurant crew with the right tools to succeed within the 4 walls of our restaurant. You'll hear from Ernest, and he'll be able to share with you his story and how he came to me as a young man, and he has grown into this phenomenal leader within the organization. And also, we have some exciting news to share with you all on how we plan on continuing our efforts to make a positive impact and create opportunities in the community across Maryland. Opportunities abound at McDonald's, and with community and family as 2 of the McDonald's core values, community and family core values, we operate within a family culture within our restaurants. It is no surprise that uplifting the neighborhoods in which we live and work is essential to our local restaurants. For restaurant owner, investment in our own workforce is a win-win. Empowering and upskilling crew makes us more competitive, while we also positively impact the economy and the social conditions of the communities where we do business. A job at McDonald's provides fundamental skills to help people grow their careers, skills like teamwork, communication, responsiveness, and for me, most importantly, responsibility. And while many members of the 1 in 8 use these skills learned at McDonald's to succeed in different fields, others apply them to grow within the brand. There's so many stories I could share with you about operators who started off as crew who are now own and operating as many as 20 restaurants, 30 restaurants. Started off as crew. We're excited to continue our momentum, upskilling more Americans and inspiring crew to learn and grow. By announcing this summer, McDonald's franchise is aimed at hiring up to 375,000. You heard that? 375,000 people across all 50 states in nearly 14,000 restaurants. There's nearly 4,000 opportunities for people to get, and we're going to do 4,000 of that number will come here to Maryland. 4,000 come here to Maryland. There's nearly 4,000 opportunities for people to gain new skills and build connections within customers, and nearly 4,000 more McDonald's franchises are making an impact. It is our deep-seated commitment coming to life, future demonstrating how having a McDonald's restaurant in your community leads to a greater asset, to opportunity, and positive outcome. Now, for the most important part of this, and the thing that gives me so much pride, I get to introduce my daughter, Imani Ford, as a next owner-operator. I'm getting emotional. Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to cry. Thank you to my favorite McDonald's owner, my mom. As you've all heard here today, training and support are key elements to success for those seeking career opportunities. That's why on top of the meaningful work and skills building that every job at McDonald's provides, we wanted to go a step further and give crew a launch pad for career growth and the resources to achieve their personal goals. So enter Archways to Opportunity. Back in 2015, McDonald's and participating franchisees launched this robust program, offering college tuition assistance, free English as a second language, a high school completion program, free career and academic advising services, and more. And this year, we're celebrating the program's 10th anniversary. For 10 years, Archways to Opportunity has created economic mobility for more than 90,000 restaurant employees in participating restaurants through access to education, training, and upskilling. Over the last decade, McDonald's and local restaurant owners provided over $240 million in tuition assistance, increasing access to education for over 90,000 people. Our family's organization has provided access to education for 55 of our restaurant employees and awarded more than $85,000 in tuition assistance. And most importantly for us here today, in Maryland, we and our fellow participating franchisees have set our respective restaurant employees up for success in their next jobs by investing $3.1 million in 1,000 McDonald's Archways participants. This has enabled educational advancement and skill development by providing a path for new and longtime crew members to earn their high school diploma, receive college tuition assistance, learn English as a second language, access education and career advising services, or gain a vocational skill. Survey results show that Archways participants feel confident in their career journeys after joining the program, found more economic opportunities, and helped them pursue careers in new fields or industries. I'd like to introduce Ernest Mobley, our Director of Operations. In 2024, Ernest took full advantage of Archways to Opportunity by completing the Spanish Under the Arches program. This initiative has significantly enhanced his ability to communicate with our Spanish-speaking employees in our organization and has been invaluable in fostering stronger relationships, improving team communication, and supporting a more inclusive environment. Ernest is one of several team members that we have who have utilized Archways to grow. Although they aren't here, I'd still like to call their name. Veronica, she earned her high school diploma. Ana, she earned her high school diploma. Alberto earned his high school diploma. And we also had Tavis, who is currently using the tuition assistance. We're proud of all of our employees who are taking initiative through Archways, and we remain committed to investing in their continued growth.
Thank you, Imani, and good morning.
Morning.
Thank you, Governor Moore and Secretary Wu, for all you do to protect and promote workers in Maryland. My name is Ernest Mobley, and I've been working with the Navy's Florida organization for 19 years. It'll be 20 years in June 20th to be exact. I am currently the Director of Operations, one of the top management positions within the restaurant structure. I started my McDonald's journey as crew in Fort Washington, dropping nuggets, scrambling eggs, making parfaits and fruit walnut salads. It took only a month to move up to crew trainer, and another month later, I was a shift manager. I was trying to get to the money. So fast forward 18 months after being hired, and I found myself in Chicago for general manager training. Shortly after, I became the organization's training manager and the supervisor for 400 plus employees in my franchisee's organization. I always aspired to lead as the Director of Operations, and here I am today, thrilled to connect with people from around the world. Who knew dropping nuggets will lead to such a flavorful career? Like I knew McCrispy strips. Right, but anyways,
Well played.
as I moved up in management, I realized that we were hiring more and more Spanish-speaking crew members. At first, the language barrier was difficult. No habla español. But as Imani suggested, I decided to upskill and use my Archway benefits to learn Spanish. The program is called Spanish Under the Arches, just like its counterpart, English Under the Arches. This program allows for employees at participating restaurants to accelerate in their careers both inside and outside of the restaurant. Whether one is learning Spanish to effectively communicate with, manage and care for Spanish-speaking crew members, or if you are new to this country, looking to learn English and springboard your educational and assimilation journey in the U.S. The Archways to Opportunity program is a great resource. It helped me accelerate in my career, the careers of so many others within the Navy Sport Organization, and hundreds of thousands of people across the country. Thank you. I will now pass it back to Governor Moore.
Congratulations. Now I think we have some citations that I would like to give out. First, I want to give this one out to Miss Mary, this reads, because your demonstration of high integrity and ability, meriting our great trust and respect, I'm pleased to award you the Governor's Citation.
Thank you, sir.
In all appreciation of all of your work. God bless you, and thank you so
And
much.
he has.
Yes, he has. Want to come back? Come on. You'll make me cry, man. All that. Thank you. All of us are. I know your pride and joy, Miss Amani Ford. Because of your demonstration of high integrity and ability, and meeting our great trust and respect, I'm honored to be able to present to you a governor's citation in recognition of your outstanding work. Congratulations and bless you. Thank you. And to Mr. Ernest Mobley. Your Spanish sounding good too, by the way, man.
All right.
Muy bien, muy bien. Because of your demonstration of high integrity and ability, meriting our great trust and respect, I'm honored to present to you a governor's citation for your outstanding service to the citizens of the people of the state of Maryland. Congratulations. God bless you. This y'all day, wherever you want. Thank you all so much. And again, to all of our teammates and members from McDonald's, just want to say how much we appreciate you. And we are looking forward to years and years of fantastic work together. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much, everybody.